Hey guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga flow. This one is power yoga. It's just been a day, and that's when you need power yoga. You need movement to just shut off your brain. Everything's kind of crackling inside, and you can't shut it off, and you try to find stillness and meditate. That doesn't work. It just makes you want to crawl out of your skin. Power yoga. Chaturangas will definitely get you out of your head. So that's what we're doing. Come join me. We're just gonna get right into it. So lie on your back, and what we're gonna do is just start by bringing our knees into our chest. Eyes closed, and just enter into the practice. One breath, then hands on the knees, and I want you to start circling one direction. And what you're doing here is you're using your abs to do the rotation. So the hands are just on the knees for guidance. It's really coming all from the core. And then rotate that through. Find that deep breath work. Right leg stays in, left leg stays long. So you can pull this in, really stretch out that psoas, that hip muscle, and then the right leg just rocks side to side, opening up the hip. One more, and then switch directions. So left leg in, squeeze it tight. Maybe that stretch is enough for you, or you add a little rock. Everything's just a suggestion. Go with what your body tells you. Both legs up, and you're just gonna point and flex. Really get into the shins, the calves. We're gonna circle, and then the other way. My ankles always pop. It never hurts, but it sounds funky. Hands up, so lift everything up to the ceiling, and we're gonna do opposite hand and opposite leg. So my right leg and my left arm stay where they are, and then I drop my right and left. Hold, I don't touch the ground, I'm breathing through, and then switch. So other hand stays up. You're forming this long line with your body. Your core is doing the work actually. And then switch. Holding that space, abs might be shaking, that's awesome, that means you're working. One more, nice and long. Perfect. One more stretch, point and flex. Now we're gonna do hollow man. So instead of going all the way down, we're just holding, scooping out that belly and breathing. Come on up, touch the toes, one more. Bring the knees down together, feet wider than the hips, hands back. Actually, put one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Eyes closed, and just see where you are. Just arrive at your practice. We jumped in, so maybe just take a moment here. Feel the rise and fall of the chest and the belly. Let it soothe you as the mind quiets and you just listen to the deep inhale, deep exhale. Last deep breath here. And what we're gonna do is bring those knees in again. This time just rock and roll. So we're coming up with control, going back on our shoulder blades and coming up holding. This is going to transition to boat pose, so when we come up, we'll hold the boat. That core is working. So roll back, come on up, straight legs, roll those shoulders down and back. Knees can be bent if that works for you. Straighten them if you can now, and hold and breathe. That core is activated. One more breath, hands go behind the knees bend, rock and roll, come up to boat. So hold that with control, then open everything up and breathe. crisscross the knees, and we're gonna turn right around, right into down dog. So toes go under, hips go up. Back of our legs aren't extremely warm, so knees can be bent if that stretch is a little too intense on that posterior chain. Activate through those hands. Don't dump in. Push through. My biceps are in line with my ears, and I'm breathing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So we're going to flow through some sun salutations. Think one breath through movement and try to link. So deep inhale, deep exhale. Walk the feet to the hands, forward fold. Again, those knees can be bent, but from the hips to the head, let it hang. You shift your weight to the ball of your feet, and that allows the top of the body to bring you down. Let gravity do the work, and it's going to open up the back of the legs. One more breath here. Now we rise halfway on an inhale. Lower, slow exhale. Fully come up nice and slow. Deep inhale. Palms touch, stretch. Hands come to the chest, exhale. And now just reverse. So inhale, go up. Exhale, swan dive down. Plant those hands. Feet go back. We're in plank. You can lower or add a chaturanga. Chaturanga can also be with the knees up. But first I want to break down the chaturanga. So it's a lot different than the plank in that when you do it, you're spinning forward. So you plant your hands and then put them in a V, and think of lifting your biceps to the front of your mat, spinning through. And then as you lower, you're only going to go to 90 degrees, but those hands and elbows are going to be right scraping your shoulder. So you're not in push-up position. Chaturanga is you're nice and tight in your body, holding at 90 and letting it go. It'll make more sense when you see it. So think plank position and then spin everything front. I lower halfway. My elbows are right by my body, and then I think about going up. So my toes go first, my body lifts. Come on up. Exhale. Child's pose. Just take a few breaths here. Relax. Let the body sink down. And we're going to do that again. So flip over, down dog. Let's try that one more time. So walk or gently hump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow, slow rise up. Palms touch. Exhale, they come to chest. Inhale, we reverse. We go up, nice and long. Exhale, swan dive. Plant those hands. Walk or slightly hop. Spin those hands forward. Chaturanga. Hold here, and we're actually going to push back up. Chaturanga one more time. Toes go under. Dive into that up dog. Exhale, toes go under, down dog. Couple of breaths here. See if those heels can plant. Maybe you walk your dog here, which is just one foot up and then one down, really getting into the calf muscle. Right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Knee bends, plant that foot in between the hands. My back foot spins down, my left arm guides me as I come up, warrior two position. So soft shoulders, lengthen those arms, and then sink into that. Stare down the middle finger. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Right hand flips, left hand lowers, or can actually wrap behind the back, get that shoulder nice and open. Inhale, take it back. Hold and breathe. You're opening up here. Right hand lightly goes to the thigh. Left hand reaches. I'm at side angle, so think of a straight line going down here. This hand is so light. Don't dump into it. If you want a little challenge, right hand goes straight towards the camera. Or you don't have a camera, or maybe you do. Front of the room. Now we're going to flow with that. So hand goes back, humble warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more. Exhale. And then the hand drops. Here, I rotate my hip, my right foot goes back, and I go right back to my down dog. 2 deep breaths. And we're gonna do that on the other side. So now it's the left leg. You stay where you are. I'm just gonna flip. So left leg goes back, 3-legged dog. Knee bends, come through, plant that foot. Back foot spins, right hand glides me, warrior 2. Sink in, see what you can soften. So the body is being held with the muscles, so you're working, but see what you can just relax. Palm flips, hand goes around or back, humble warrior, breathe through. Hand goes to the thigh or out. My other hand, side angle, breathe through. And now we flow. So take it back, take it forward. One more. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, side angle. Hand drops, plank position, chaturanga. So roll those hands forward, sink halfway down, toes go under, lift to up dog. Now, if you want to go a little further with your up dog, think of activating your legs. So the only thing that's going to be touching is the bottom of my feet and my palms. So I go right under, elbows spin in, inhale, lift up. I have my palms touching and the top of my feet. Everything else is lifted up. One more deep breath. Toes go under, push back, down dog. One more deep breath. This time we're gonna start on the left side. So left leg goes back, 3-legged dog, knee bends, comes right through, and this time instead of circling, you just lift straight up, crescent lunge, and then sink in. Breathe through. So my entire body, upper body is stacked over my hips. I'm not going forward. Try to get as close to 90 degrees as you can. That really sinks the hips in. Lifting straight up. Exhale, airplane arms come on down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. One more, lift up. Lift back. Hold and breathe. Hands drop. Foot goes back. Down dog. One more deep breath. Walk or gently hop. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow rise. Palms touch, hands come to the sternum. And just stay here for a moment. Close the eyes. Bring the thumbs to that sternum, press in. Maybe you feel your heartbeat. Find that deep breath. And just feel what's going on in the body. We tune into the breath and what our body feels like, because it shuts off the mind a little bit. One more deep breath. Eyes softly open, hands go up. Exhale, come on down. Plant those hands, feet back. Guess what? Chaturanga. So, lower halfway, flip. Maybe you do a baby up dog, or maybe you go all the way. One more deep breath. Toes go under, down dog. All right, other side. Right leg goes back, knee comes through, find that lunge position, and then softly lift all the way up, and then plant, crescent lunge. Find that depth. Exhale, roll forward, fly, the arms go back. Inhale, exhale. One more, lift up, lift back. Here, the hands plant. Instead of feet going back, this time you're gonna go forward and come to a forward fold in the center straddle legs. So hands can be here. If you can go a little lower, sink in. Maybe the forearms come down, or if you can go deeper, hands wrap around the ankles, head to mat, and breathe. Two more breaths here. From here, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You're gonna walk your body over to your left ankle. You can stop here or go a little further. Right hand wraps around, and then bring my knee to my nose or as close as I can get to it. One more breath. Hands come forward, plant. Left knee bends, right leg goes up, and I lift my upper body. So hands can stay here, or hands can come here if you want a little balance challenge. Those fingers go to sternum, and think about lifting up. One more deep breath. And now what we're gonna do is glide over to the other side, right into the opposite of this. So other knee bends, my foot is up, my hands can be down, or you can lift for balance. One more breath. Plant those hands. This time we're gonna wrap on the other side. So stretching over to the right leg. Walk the hands to the center. I like to come in a little. We're gonna add some twists. So my right hand plants right underneath my face. My left hand glides me up and I twist. So think of opening up, rotating through, and pushing that hand through the floor. One more breath. Left hand drops and right hand glides you up and over. Staring up into the sky, reach those hands up. Come on down. One more forward fold. Any depth that feels good. Now, instead of coming up, we're gonna just walk our way into tabletop position. So, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So cat and cow, so inhale, tailbone goes up. Exhale, tuck that under. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll under. One more. So from here, if your wrists are bothering you, you can actually go to your forearms for this work. I like on my hands. The right leg is gonna go long, and what it's doing is it's creating an arch. So it goes left and behind you. Think of just making a rainbow with your toe, landing nice and slow. It's gliding back and forth. So inhale, my foot goes one direction. Exhale, it lifts over. One more. Come through tabletop and just shake it out side to side. Wag that tail. All right, opposite side. So the other leg goes back. Find that length. Push through those hands, activate those shoulders, and it goes behind you. Slowly create that arch. That toe lands nice and soft. My hip and lower abs are doing all the work here. One more deep breath. Come on back. Wag it out. And from here, we're just going to transition to our back. So you can sit back. And we're going to finish just how we started. So knees in. And then circle those knees. Hands can be to the side or on them. One direction and then switch. That breath still nice and deep. Legs glide up. Point and flex those toes. Roll one direction, then the other. Hands go up, and now we're back to opposite. So right hand, left leg long. Hold and breathe. And then switch. 2 more. Knees come to chest. Give them a squeeze, lift the head up. And on the exhale, just let everything drop. Shavasana. So any position that's comfortable for you, lying on the floor, you can even sit up. Just keep those eyes closed. And maybe you go back to one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Stay right where you are. And every breath, you feel the rise of the chest, lift of the belly. Exhale, lowering towards you. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we return. Just like the waves of the ocean. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Let that breath just clear your mind. Put you just in a more powerful mental position. Let the clarity be there. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel free to stay right here and take your time. I hope you received whatever you needed from this class. Namaste.